Hey there! Today I want to talk about the topic of social engineering. So, in my previous videos, I often mentioned the term social engineering. In particular, I was talking about how social engineers are behind certain negative developments one can observe in the dynamics between men and women in our society. So, who are those social engineers, which I also refer to as the establishment? In a nutshell, I am referring to diverse, interconnected think tanks of worldwide adherents which possess a deep understanding of the human psyche and the laws of the universe. These think tanks, which consist of men and women by the way, figured out the following logic a long time ago. So their train of thought kind of goes like this. If our small group of people gains a deep understanding of human psychology and the laws of nature, and keeps the masses of people ignorant of it, we few groups of people can essentially rule over and control the population to our likings, as long as the knowledge differential persists. So, if there is a group of a few people that has a deep understanding of how humans function on a psychological level and how nature works at its core, and if that group of people is able to keep that knowledge hidden from the majority of the population, those few people can easily control the masses. So these people believe that deep knowledge of the human psyche and knowledge of the laws of the universe should be hidden from the masses and held only by a few human beings for the purpose of exploiting, controlling, and ruling over the masses. Those people essentially strive for becoming God on earth. They have completely infiltrated and permeated all institutional walks of life on earth. I talk about doctors, lawyers, CEOs of huge corporations, chancellors of public schools and universities, you name it. Through their manipulation of these institutions, they currently hold the overall mindset of the human population in a state of general unconsciousness. These people basically decide what kind of information is propagated to us via the media we consume. When you look at TV shows, movies, music, books, or just the pop culture in general, their fingerprints are all over it. So while you are watching your favorite TV show and listening to your favorite music, you're basically in the process of being socially engineered. Because it doesn't matter if you want it or not, if you continuously expose yourself to pop culture media, your brain will slowly but surely pick up on the hidden messages which were planted there via the social engineers. And eventually, you will be able to observe how you adjust your behavior and your likings to what is propagated via the pop culture media. When you observe the developments in our society, it's evident that the social engineers are getting the job done. One of many effects of their works is the messed up way men and women perceive each other worldwide, as I laid out in my previous videos. So, to give you a few examples of think tanks those people meet up in, I will go ahead and give you some names. There is the Tavistock Institute of Human Relations, the Club of Rome, the Fabian Society, or the Bilderberg Group. There's many more than that, but these are some which were noteworthy. The people that gather in those groups are basically a bunch of fellas that we can easily refer to as psychopaths, or at the least sociopaths. They have no conscience whatsoever and believe in their sick and twisted minds that it's totally okay to manipulate and oppress society for their selfish benefits. Well, that was a big pill to swallow, but there you have it. Now you have a slightly better understanding of why our society is so messed up. It's by design. All the horror you see when you watch the news or happen to read a newspaper, it's by design. It's not an accident. And getting back to the topics I touched on in my previous videos, the fact that men and women are divided more day by day, it's not an accident. It's by design. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think about the topic I just touched on. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video and hit the subscribe button if you want to see more content like this in the future. Thank you and see you next time.